I smell something. I smell something. It's disappointment. The system is here. Hello animators and welcome to the system, the series where you guys send your stuff to me and I react to them in my videos. If you want to submit your work, the link is in the description. Click it, fill in this form, and you might be featured in the next episode. So I got 124 responses in today's episode, and I'm gonna do 35 as usual. Now, since these videos take an enormous amount of time to edit, I'm gonna go through these quickly to save myself some work. So don't be offended if I don't take enough time for each individual one. Last episode took me 34 hours to edit in total. Get our number generator? Okay, these are our numbers. You can pause the video to check on me that I don't cheat or skip any of them. But then on the side, let's just begin with the system. First up is the dark side with a YouTube link, and it is copyrighted. All he said was F. Spectacles teaser. It needs some lighting first of all because everything seemed flat. There's a lot of contrast in this area. I'm guessing it's got to do with SSAO. Lower the SSAO down a bit and maybe add a spotlight from the ground going upwards. Hey, that looks like Sean. Okay, so facial motion is pretty stiff. Those guys are not showing much emotions. The whole body is a bit stiff. Practice will mostly fix that. My tip for you mostly is try to move the face a little bit more. Next up, we've got Lecter with these weird symbols that no one knows how to pronounce. Want to say something? No. Okay, good. Emergency alert. This is not a drill. Nuclear missile threat. Alright, so the turns here are a little too robotic. I mean, a little bit too linear. Also, he goes front and just like... When you walk through your apartment, you probably don't turn instantly and robotic like that. Try to make smoother turns. Well, yeah, the camera is... Also, hey... We can see the shadow, you know? We can see the default pose. Look, he's standing like this. The audience is not stupid. Well, you don't have to make a pause after every motion, so he does something, stops, and then does something else and stops. Those pauses kind of ruin the whole tempo, plus everything is just too robotic and it moves one thing at a time. Overlap the motion. We've got Animations Insider. This is my best work for now. I would love for you to see it. You're amazing and I try to follow your tips, even though I'm a foreigner and I don't understand much English. Brazilian. Yes, that is a never-ending problem we have on the internet. So for that, my videos have community contributions turned on. So if you are a foreigner and understand English, you can make subtitles for your native language. It is possible. I don't speak Brazilian. I'm sure some of you guys do. If you click on the subtitles, you have the option to make your own subtitles. After that, I can review them and publish them on my channel. So you make the subtitles for my videos in your native language. That is a thing. Okay, let's take a look. Okay, it needs some more motion. Like the face is stiff and the body does not have idle motion or overlapping action. So delay the keyframes and make the characters move all the time. Also, you could try to make them move the mouth as they're speaking, not just the text. And don't use ease out back that much because you can tell it's obvious. Both the characters just go down and kind of go back up. They go into the floor. That is not how I do it. Marshmallow brain animations. Yes, everything is linear. Also, I have a sequel coming soon. It's a lot better than this one. Okay. I think it's been more than a month since the last system episode. Oh. Okay, let's go through this again. If you want me to see your videos, don't put it as private. Private is only for you. Put it as unlisted, so anybody with a link can see it. Inigo plays. This is an ear-bending test similar to wavy hair. Credits Sharpwind for the wavy hair. Okay, let's see. This is directly from my hair tutorial. Okay, this is good. The overlapping action is there. So I've made a new capes tutorial, which uses the same technique, except you don't have these weird cuts into the items. It basically uses shapes that are bendable, and you animate the bend on the overlapped shapes. So it is the same as this, except you don't have the cuts. But as far as the mechanic goes, you've done it right. Next one is 2. For Discord, it's Riello1010. I try to make it realistic, but I really like your channel, and this is my most improved animation, and I tried some of your tips. Thank you for those tips. That is what I do. I give you tips. Okay, first off, I got 2 tips off the bat. So the legs here are sliding. The legs are moving back and forth, but the character itself is not moving. And second thing is very slow. So just bring the keyframes closer together so the motion is faster. But yeah, well, you can see what's going on. You can see the guy gets scared and tries to shoot him with the bow. So staging is done right, so you can see what's going on. However, try to make it faster in the sliding and stuff like that. Jasmine chimes. It's an oldie, but I still personally like how it looks and possibly might continue it in the future. Okay. Oh, okay, so these lights look good. Maybe the lens dirt is a bit too much, but it's not too much of a problem. Okay, yeah, this is interesting. So these orbs represent them. You should probably continue this. I'd like to see how this turns out. I gotta reset my camera soon. Adobe Flashfire. Oh, is that a new software? Yo, can I get the link? Just wanted to get some critique of an old render. Build all my sets by hand, and I didn't use any editing because I'm a poor boy. I thought your After Effects tutorial was informative. I made 2 After Effects tutorials, but people just didn't want to watch them. I don't want to be that guy who tells you you can just crack the softwares for free, because that is kind of illegal. I'm just saying the possibility is there. Let's see the render. On the first glance, I think the dark bits are a bit too dark. It's a very dark and gloomy atmosphere. It looks like there's a lot of contrast, but the bright bits are not really bright. Either brighten up the rest of the image, or make the gap between the darks and the brights bigger, so the brights get even brighter. As far as this guy goes, he is on the third, which is something I appreciate, but the posing is a bit awkward. He looks pretty stiff, so maybe I would fix the pose. Although I like the dark tones. They bring out the detail in the picture. So my goal here is to make this episode shorter, so I can edit faster, so I can get it out faster. It's one of the most time and energy consuming things I do. Creeper302 with a streamable link. It's one of my teasers for my next animation. I'm sorry for the copyright. I am dead that it. I'm French, so teasers in French. Okay. I will not even try to read that word. Overlapping action again, delay the body parts. Body finishes the motion first, and the head and the arms finish theirs a bit after the body. The arms are still going as the body's already done with the motion, that's what I mean. And also, the face could be more expressive. Oh, that was the intro? Was that? Oh. Well, this is pretty dark, considering nether portals glow. Okay, so you can tell the lights are being placed in various places. You should place a light far away and increase the range, so one light illuminates all of them, so it doesn't look like this is out of place. Here's one light, here's one light. I can see that. That is not natural. Le portal. 1, 2, 4, oh, the last one who submit got in. Congratulations. The Non-Stop Gamer with a render. Hello, Sharpwind. This is my first submission. I really enjoyed every minute of making the rigs and the speed art. See? Dude, Discord channels message. This is a link to a post in there, not a link to the picture. I can't see this. I'm probably not even in the server. I can't go one forward, so I go one backwards. 1, 2, 3. Vortex with a link. I like this. This has gotta be Blender or something because I can see the water. Alright, my problem here is composition. The lighting looks good, but I'm not sure what I'm supposed to be focusing on. Either the house or the trees, because they kind of take up a lot of space on both ends. I don't know where exactly the motive is. It's probably the house, but in that case, wouldn't you put the house on this side? I know you want the water in the render because it looks nice, so maybe just turn the camera around so you can still get the water, but the house is on the left side and it's got empty space on the right. Maybe also add some clouds to fill in the void on the top, and that should be good. Kentang, sorry if I butchered the name. Google Drive link. I'm already anxious about this one, if it's gonna work or not. Just a done test. It does work. Okay, not sure what you are testing here. The fog looks pretty okay. The sky is pretty bright, but it doesn't illuminate the scene. So maybe add a light here, as if the sunlight above is actually shining onto the scene. It's missing a light. Ash Fox with a render. I love renders, because they're so much easier to react to. Hey Sharpwind, old fan, I like your videos. Thanks a lot for the tutorials. I'm improved because of them a lot. Thanks again. Love you, no homo. As long as there's a no homo, there is a way. Okay, so I can see you've layered down the lights, because I can see multiple tones in them. Maybe the reds are a bit too dark. I would go as far as the orange here on the lamp. Also, maybe since there's a lot of dark bits, try to add a fill light just to break the shadows a bit. So one weaker light just to illuminate the dark bits. Maybe make the ambient colors less saturated. Reborn, the worst animator in your server. Well, this is an image. Oh, that's a lot. My render was stolen by a YouTuber. This is this. Okay, so what happened was, this guy has submitted something last time. I think it was the same render, actually. Yep, Yep, it was this render. This guy has submitted the render last time on the system, so the random number generator here did not pick him. I skipped his submission. However, I did use the character in my thumbnail, because if you submit your work, you already agree for the work to be used in a public video. And the thumbnail or the video doesn't really make a difference where it is used, but he has submitted again, and he has made it in this time. So I like the lighting. The lighting is pretty good, but I really don't know. This part up here is a bit empty. She is on the thirds. The tree and the roof are kind of fighting for attention. So maybe I would show more of the tree and the sky instead, because it would be hard to hide the roof. So maybe that. Marcus the Animator. I poured Coca-Cola on my chips a couple of days ago. Tasted nice. I have now committed a mortal sin. That is a headache. What are you doing? By the power invested in my beard, you have failed the system. I think the audio matters. Okay, so this is the skeleton wrap. I like the skeleton wrap. My two comments here, maybe the lighting is a bit too yellow and dark. Make it brighter, more neutral. As well as some movements could be done faster, more exaggerated. So it's kind of like slow, it could be done faster and more exaggerated. So those are my two things. It is copyrighted, by the way. John Mark 23. Flashing warning. The bunny is getting seizures. So if anybody's got epilepsy, I recommend looking away. Not really much to comment on this one. It's really short for me to base my opinion, but this one shot looks okay. I personally do not like the glowing edges. That is a thing of a personal preference, but that is it. Blue the Wolf. Yeet! As for the last time, yes, I am a girl. Thank you, Dust, for correcting Sharp here. Oh, that was in the previous one? I don't even know. Well, now then, the animation might be a little bright because I couldn't be bothered to change up some stuff. You know I'm going to pick on that. If it is bright, you should fix it, although it's not really too bright. It's casual. Alright, so leg slides, this thing, legs are sliding. Also at the end, overlapping action. The body parts make a move and stop. And make a move and stop. So in this time, if you delay the body parts, as the arms would stop, the body would still go. And as the body would stop, the arms would just start the next motion. So you always get motion in there. That is why overlapping action is important. This one just got awkward stops at the end. So overlapping action as well as feet sliding. Media Flyer. Am I gonna have to download this? Yo, hints. Turns out I don't have to. I can see it right here. This is pretty good. I like the particles. Bruh, you could have found at least a more HD image of the particles because you can see the particles are pixelated. I would say that everything is green, but so is the lighting, so that is okay. Doesn't look bad. Again, personally, I would attack the glowing edges because I really don't like that feature, but if you like it, that's your thing. I shall now make a break with the system because it is time for the best Sharp meme of the month. And I shall nominate Drake Sharp, I guess. It's a new template, I don't know. Because the thing is, all the memes are posted in the Discord server, which is overflowing with a bunch of other memes, and it's hard to find anything in there, instead of getting posted to the subreddit, which is literally made for these memes. My proposal, the memes from Discord get posted in the subreddit. This would A, make the subreddit active, B, make it easier for me to find a Sharp meme for system. G, the link is in the description for the subreddit. Let's make it full. By the power in my beard, I say let's make it full. Okay, we got Royal Studios, one of the enforcers on my Discord server. I was testing some nodes and lighting options when I made this render. Ooh. Water feels like water. It's just that the background is kind of super dark and it's kind of hard to see what's going on. I'm pretty sure you want me to comment on the water because you're testing out nodes and stuff like that, so you probably want the water to look good. I think water should diffuse shadows more, not make it seem so solid, and I don't know though. I mean, for the image as a whole, like, I would say make the background a bit brighter so it's easier to see. Cable guy, yo, here to fix my computer? I don't know. This is literally the first thing I made after getting a feel for mine-imator. Let us see Google Photos. Why does that keep happening? I don't know what to say. We've got Verity with his stringable. Wanna say something? Nah, fam. Also, I'm very flattered on what you said in the last system episode. Thank you, but I'll be honest with you, I kinda forgot what I said. It's been a while, and I get a lot of submissions. Oh. Okay, so the first bit looks kind of awkward when he flies in, like the pose and all that, but the hit is okay. The hit feels solid. It feels realistic. If the guy comes flying in with such a speed, he's going to hit the wall. It makes sense. This is good. I like this. Appreciate good animation. Doji Boy, another FNAF render. God, I don't like FNAF. Glowing edges, that is a sin. I'm gonna start forbidding glowing edges on the system. It's even black and white, so it's hard to find anything here. Well, the particles look nice and the overlay textures and stuff. Okay, maybe since the eye is glowing, make the light come from this point so I can see the shadows going from somewhere in this direction. Maybe place a light here so the shadows are emitted from this point. More Google Drive. Awesome Mega is just a test rendering of my upcoming series serious Minecraft a beautiful word. Word or world? Oh, so it's simplistic, minimalistic. Since you said it's a test, I'm not gonna comment on the composition because there is none, but I will comment on the effects. This area is completely burnt out and it's very saturated and yellow. Tone down the effects. Okay, we got a YouTube link after a while. Should I read this out loud? Bditk235? It's got bees in it, so... Oh, no, it's copyright. I'm not supposed to listen anyway. I'm gonna treat this as a meme. Zagdam or Zagdum. It's an idle test motion, you little shooting star. Okay, so the character comes to a full stop too many times. So right here, the body, head, and the arms have came to a full stop. That is something you want to avoid when it comes to idle motion and overlapping action and stuff. Also, sometimes it feels like the arm is linear. Put ease in and out on all of them. Idle motion, it's usually always easy in and out. Mad Blue with a YouTube link. Sharpwind Sensei, arigato for the tutorial. I actually understood that. I'm not a weeb, I swear. God, have mercy, please. Why are you guys removing your videos? Now I gotta go one forward. I'm losing time. Sign up and join the game. Pretty weird name. Hey, that rhymes. I made this. It was an inspiration of the new face rig bullying the new rig. Oh, so the new face rig bullying the old face rig? That's not even mine. I think that's what it is. Look at this dude. No. So this has the opposite issue. It's lacking idle motion, so it's still. But whenever he makes a move, it's really fast and intense. And the body parts don't affect each other all that much. He lifts his arm instantly up. I can't do it as fast as this guy does. Plus, it's serious effort. Also, when I do, my body wiggles. My body is affected by the arm, so body parts affect each other. Plus, try doing something with the camera. Maywolf animation, YouTube link. I made this for my ex-boyfriend and his friend. I love your work and I love you. Hashtag no, I was gonna say no homo, but I'm a girl and I'm half homo, so subscribe to Sharpwind. Okay, the fact that you're a girl does not change anything, okay? I require my no homo. But you said you're half homo, so I guess no homo, half homo. Half of no homo is no, so I guess they're in the clear. But being a girl is not an excuse. We're about equality. If no homo is no homo, I require my no homo. Okay, so some overlapping action and maybe a faster tempo, those two things. And maybe move other body parts as well, so this was only the head, the arms, and the body should at least breathe. Well, yo. Ninjamation made this back in your slime competition. I was waiting for some feedback on it. Ooh, is the slime collab entry? Yeah. Let's see, got a comment on one of the things that I've already seen. Well, I like the bend to the slime, because it makes him seem free and gelatin-ish. I'm not sure if it's my audio lagging. Oh yeah, it was my audio lagging. Okay, he does feel like he's made of gelatin because of all the but it is quite slow, so you could make it a bit faster. If you would add another folder, you can scale the slime in multiple directions with an overlap. That would look pretty nice. So it's in the middle of a swamp. Okay, I expect that from the slime, but there's a random building in the background and it kind of doesn't really have a place in this. So I'm just questioning the scene you picked. Genju, streamable. I was a part of the Minecraft 10 years collab by SYSTM. This is my part. Happy birthday, Minecraft. This is pretty good. I like the fact that you didn't use any bends. It's like a style. Maybe the effects are too much because the sky is glowing and like everything is one tone. So lighting and camera effects could be tweaked, but I like this bed. I'm pretty sure all you had to do was use 2 separate particle spawners, but it looks really nice. It has almost been 40 minutes now. That is what I mean. System takes a while. Insanity Productions, YouTube link. Okay, let me warm up my voice. Spoons are the best. Spoons that are spooned, and spoons are better than spoons because spoons are spooned and also spoons are spoony spooned. Am I obsessed with spoons? Dusk says no, so spoon. Thank you. I'll be here all week. This better not be an animation about spoons. I will say the face could use more motion here. One could argue saying he is a robot, so he can have a stiff face, but then again, the body is moving like it's organic, not like it's a robot, so I expect the same from the face. If you're making music videos like this, you are allowed to slide the characters. You are allowed to make things which regular animation does not allow. So it's kind of hard to say what you did wrong because the rules are kind of bent here. Nova Blocks with a YouTube link. Wanna say something? It's 23 seconds. Is that supposed to convince me to watch it because I like shorter stuff? I think I've seen this. I think I've got this on my Discord server as well. This is fine, okay? This is all fun and all. It looks okay, except one thing. So in a car engine, the cylinder is supposed to go up and down, like to build the pressure inside the vacuum here. Fuel and gas is added, as it goes out, it explodes, so it's like a tiny explosion. And it's supposed to do that in a small chamber. It can't do that if it's moving left and right. It should go up and down only, and yours is doing circles. This will not drive. We already seen this, because I know I gotta go back. Mark's done MD. This is already finished, but I need a criticism so I can improve for the next whatever thing I can animate, since I was ignored. Who was ignored? I didn't ignore anybody. So the walk cycle is very slow, and the face is stiff, and everything is repeating. Add some variation, make him look around, make him blink, make it a bit faster like a normal walk cycle. And it's also very slow still, and only one body part is moving. Overlapping action, idle motion, tempo, and express the face. Do more with the camera. You can move around them, show each hit, use different angles and whatnot. If you use one camera while they're fighting, you kinda kill the mood. Fox. Marked at 4 seconds. I'm not supposed to see the first 4 seconds. I made everything from the car to the sky, moon, everything, almost not the engine sound. Sound effects are usually not copyrighted. It's mostly the music that I'm worried about. Or maybe some famous cartoon character that has a copyright on their name that I'm not supposed to use. Okay, this is pretty good. The turn here is kind of awkward, so if it's flying, I would give it some overlap as it's turning. Try to make it balance itself, wobble a little bit more. Also, maybe some ambient lights. Darkerin16. I'm sorry if I butcher names. Another Google Photos. I'm kind of anxious already. It's copyright. Hey Sharp, I love your videos, no homo, and yes, this is my first system picture. I can't speak English! From Hungary. You could say you're hungry. There we go. Tip for the future. Don't use Google Photos. Even if you know how to use them and link the images properly, don't use them, just in case. Rexy Arts Imager. Remake from Rainbow Six Siege Mozzie Pose. I don't know Rainbow Six Siege, but I will see. Oh! Well, boy, this is over-edited. This is burning my eyes. It's a style, okay? It's okay. I don't mind this being burned. I honestly do not have a question. This is pretty good. He's also getting shot at from the looks of the particles. The image is burned through and there's a lot of effects. It's over-edited, but then again, so is the skin, so are the blocks. Everything matches, which is what matters. Except this gunshot maybe feels out of place. It should be brighter and less saturated, I think. Also make it a bit more orange, so it almost matches with the scenery a little bit more. I think gunshot, that's the only thing which kind of feels off. Hideki, Hideki. I am truly sorry for everybody whose name I butchered today. Work in progress, glory kills based of doom. Oops, we couldn't find your video. I'm just gonna move on. There's been too many of these. Overpan. Alright. Oh, gosh. My video deleted, so I need to resend some works. Intro / Reggie, original by him. This is not yours. However, that looked pretty cool. This rolling here, as he lands and starts rolling, it's pretty smooth, even though you can see it kind of bounces a bit, which is off, but it's fast enough so it still seems normal, so it's okay. Plus this bounce and pick himself up. It's got a flow. This part here kind of seems like he's denying physics because he just gets the rotational motion out of nowhere and goes sideways. So yeah, it's got a flow, but it sometimes defies physics. Monica, Google Drive. Hey Monica, just a simple render. Hehe. So I like the color palette. The colors match. It feels like a cold ambience. I can almost feel the snow in the air. So the rig is detailed, lots of details and the face and whatnot. Also, the body has intrusions and stuff. I would say the composition is bad, but then again, you've got the sun on the third and you got the beehive to balance it, even though it's a central composition. So it's nice. No comments. Well done. The Gaming Flood Kid World. TGF World. I'll just say it like that. It is for an animation series I'm working on. And I just realized after submitting this that there's a lot of mistakes, such as Grin. I'm the one who's gonna comment on the mistakes. Don't point out your mistakes, because if you say, oh, I messed up at 7 seconds and I don't notice it, you didn't really mess up. You just pointed out your own mistake and now everybody sees it. Elemental Fighters, Chris attacks. Damn, who's Chris? Long ago, the world used to live in harmony. Then everything changed when Chris attacked. Okay, some scenery would be nice. And as the fireball goes off, maybe make a glowing texture appearing out of nowhere. I recommend you see my VFX tutorial. It's pretty good. Like just some shine as the impact there. And it's pretty much the same for all of them. Yeah, well, I like your enthusiasm. I used to do stuff like that a lot. But I didn't have the new glow features and stuff that we have right now. Okay, this guy didn't want to put his username up. This is my second submission here. By the way, I'm the creator of that bad skeleton punch thingy. I hope you like this animation. It took me 5 5 days to make? Be easy on me. Okay. Skeleton Punch, I think it's the guy who was massacring the Steve, and when all of us went like, oh, whoa, whoa. A day in the village. Let's see. The saturation is too much. The colors are really intense. Tone down the saturation. Okay, this is pretty good. I mean, it is beginnerish, so it's not that bad. So let's go a step forward and say, try not to make the legs slide. If he puts the legs around, pick one of the 2 legs which remains on the same place and just move them sideways. He had all the balance on the right leg, so the right leg is always going to be on the same place. And as he puts the legs around, he moves to the left a little bit, so the right leg is still on the same place. So he has that weight on one point on the ground. That is my challenge for you to upgrade. And for the final submission, believe it or not, I gotta put the numbers up. We've got 69. What a way to end it. Ladies and gentlemen, okay, I am up for it. 69, the perfect submission. Imager by Nature Boy. You can just say NB. Subscribe to Sharpwind or I will kill you in your sleep. That's right, I hired him as a hitman. The subscribe button is right there and it's itching for it. Let's see what we got. Oh, okay. I don't know why I put my headphones on. The lower third of your image is taken up by the grass, and the grass doesn't really play any significant role in the image, so I would try to get rid of this grass because it's just taking up space. These 2 could both go up to the right a little bit, so they're on both of the thirds. And from then on, I would mostly just play with the lighting because everything seems flat, like it's got one tone. What would be interesting if you make the scene really dark and then the Enderman is the main light source. So the purple light comes from the Enderman, so you can see these faces being lit purple. And then you add the moonlight on this side of the image, so the front face of the character and the trees and everything would be lit by the moonlight. That would seem pretty interesting. And that was it for System Season 2 Episode 5. I hope you guys enjoyed. Again, I'm sorry for not making these more frequently. They're just really a pain in the ass, both to make as well as to edit. I can see myself sitting in the editing room for the next week or so. The system is just horrible to make. It's fun to watch, but it's horrible to make. Once again, I hope you enjoyed. If you liked the video, smash the like button. Much appreciated. And then on the side, we'll see you next time when you send your stuff to me. My name is Sharpwind, and this has been The System. Peace out. Oh yeah, and also, stay sharp. Forgot to say that.